And let's hope it works. I'll put the music back on. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to turn off the beepies. Be right back. We don't want beeping in my videos. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Shoot, I forgot the beepies. On a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, no beepies. No beepies. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Shoot, 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 shoot. We okay? All good? Anybody here yet? Oh, 3 people. Hello, people. Please say that I have chat. Oh, because I couldn't find it before. Somebody say something so I can see if we have chat, please. Oh, we gotta have chat. If I don't have chat, this is useless. Let's see. This is for chat? No, that's filters. We gotta have chat, guys. Do we have chat? Let's hope. Okay, it's back on. And I'm hoping and hoping and hoping that we have chat. So, let's see. We're going to go back to the view on watch page, and hopefully you guys can see me. No, I'm not sponsored, but I do love my pop. So, let's see. Battery is low. Of course it is. All right, we're working, folks. That's all I wanted to know, and I'm hoping that the chat works. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see any chat, because this tablet here is dying, which means if it doesn't show up there, I'm not going to be able to see it. Oh, the whole point of this was so that you guys could talk. Do we have any chats? I don't know how to turn it off or on, so. Well, let's hope. Anybody there? Guys? I'm so sorry this has been screwing up like crazy. I've lost chat on this one, so we'll just shut her off. Anyways, guys, I'm here for a few reasons. Ouch. Just put that there, put that back on quietly. You'll be happy to know I turned off the beepies, so there's no beeping on the recording, and you guys will hopefully let me know that the music's not too loud, and hopefully chat will frickin' show up. I did the little video earlier of me making those bombs, and I got a few questions people were asking me with regards to using the oil, and I was using turkey red. I'm not just using turkey red. I'm using turkey red mixed with hemp seed oil. So I have the other, good oils in there with it. But someone asked me about, like, how much do I use? So it's so hard for me to explain, especially on, like, YouTube chat. So I figured the best bet here would be for me to just show you guys. Here, let me just tie this up and get this out of the way if I can. Am I stupid? God, I must be stupid today. Ugh. So, anyways, we're live. I don't know if I'm going to have chat unless somebody speaks up. So, let's see, we got 1 watcher and 1 like. Thanks, guys. Okay, so, a couple things I wanted to show you anyway. When I did the oil, just to get you guys, give you, how I do it. Here is my turkey red castor. Here's the pop away. Here is my hemp seed. And I don't know if you can see the measurements on this cup very well. I think I went up to about 1/4 of a cup. So, like, around there. And that was enough for 2 batches. But that's not all turkey red, okay? What I did was I blobbed in, you saw, that's the hemp seed, okay? And then, oh my god, this stuff's so thick. Then I blobbed in That's the turkey red. Okay, so we are at a quarter now, but I'm going to add. So it's a total quarter cup of oil. Most of that was castor, turkey red. And then for the alcohol, this is 50%. This is the key ingredient as well. That's all I do. That is it. And then you want to mix this up, obviously, because you want to mix it together. And yeah, hemp seed's a bit green, but it doesn't seem to show up in the bombs. Imagine if you had a white one, it might look a little, maybe a little dirty. I'm not sure. If you guys are chatting, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I can't see anybody, and I'm not touching any buttons just for that reason, because you saw what happened earlier. I was touching buttons, and it was going like it didn't like me. So, also, I got, you guys, I don't know, I used to buy my citric from Zen, right? I went and I got new citric from, where'd I get it from? From Voyager. It's different. You can actually kind of almost see, like, the grains in your mix now. So, I don't know if I have enough in my containers here to actually do 2 batches like I normally was doing. But this is what I was doing when I was... Actually, I just made enough oil. This is enough oil, by the way, for 2 batches of my... You know how I do my 3 cups? Maybe we can do 2 batches. Let's hope so, because that'll get me 10 more bombs. So, there's 1 soda, 2 soda, 3 soda. And you know what? I think I am going to have enough. So let's get the 2 batches going so I can get these done. Alright, there's 1, 2. Oh yeah, I'm going to be climbing underneath the table, but... Alright, that wasn't quite 3, so I'm going to take a tiny bit from here. At least so they're even. Take all the lums out. Lums? Take all the lums out. So yeah, I gotta fill that bucket up, so I might as well put that aside for a minute. That's gonna be fun. Ow. So I'm just breaking up some of the, this soda, by the way, from Voyager 2. It's literally so thin. Like, you barely have to sift it except for, like, the odd big chunk. Like, this is beautiful. Like, this might be your chunk, but look, it's amazingly, like, beautiful. It's so silky. I really, really like this soda. So, I do believe I will be ordering from them again as far as, you know, this stuff goes. Oh, shit, I gotta take my ring off. Little bucket boy. And I'll put my gloves on, but I'll do that after I put the oil and, you know, the color and stuff, because I don't really want to have blue hands. I'm sorry, guys, about what happened with the friggin' stupid chat, or video, whatever you want to call it. So, okay, so that's pretty broken up nice. Okay, citric. See, yesterday when I made it the other day, I added the citric in first, but that's okay. So, we're just gonna do 2 citric. 1, 2, 1, 2. These are dry measure cups, by the way. 200 and I believe, what are these? I know they're different than a liquid measure cup, because if you use a liquid measure cup, just to show you guys, oh yeah, liquid measure cup for a full, what is it, 250 mLs for a full cup. Whereas a dry measure is 200 and I think 35 mLs, so it's less. But whatever you're doing as far as using cups, just make sure it's the same. So, obviously you'd have to change up your other ingredients as well too, eh? Okay, so, that was citric soda. And we're going for the cornstarch. This is, I already told you guys, between 1/4 and 1/3, okay? And it goes, it's not a lot when you think about it, considering this little amount is going to be going through to at least 1 batch makes 5. You better get 6 or starter. That's 1, 2. Now this is where I got different. I am using 1 tablespoon of SLSA. 1 tablespoon of SLSA. Just remember, these are 2 separate batches. I'm just doing them ahead, like, so that I can get them going really good. So that's that. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of Bioturge. This gives that nice creamy foam. So there's 1, 2. That's a total of like 2 tablespoons of surfactants. Okay. I am going to be adding Natrasorb into this for my fragrance because I'm using essential oils. And I just find, I know a lot of people will say, well, they don't exactly know how much essential oils to use. And like I said, I know I go by my nose, but essential oils are strong and there is a limited amount. You do not want to use a ton. So the Natrasorb will hold it in nicely. And even if you think it's not quite as strong or as, as smelly as you would like it, when that Natrasorb hits the water, it releases that fragrance and the essential oils. And it will disperse it properly. That's a big one too. Natrasorb is a must if you're using essential oils. I don't care what kind of freaking oil you're using in your bath bomb. If you were to say just dump a bit of, like, because you mix your essential oils with a carrier oil. So it could be sweet almond oil, could be apricot oil, could be anything. If you were to mix your essential oils into your bath oil and then just dump that into your bath water, what's going to happen, even if I mix it with turkey red, which is water soluble, what's going to happen is that essential oil is going to separate and it's going to float on top. And that's where you can get into issues with it sticking, burning your skin, or sticking to the tub or anything. That's why you need the Natrasorb, especially with essential oils. It does help with your other oils as well. That's why I like it more so than I like Poly. But the Natrasorb is a must if using essential oils. If you guys don't want to worry about people getting skin burns or anything like that, or even if you don't like the aesthetics of, say, your coloring sticking to the little puddle of oil, for safety reasons, you really need it. I mean, there's other stuff you can use. Obviously, you can use Poly. You can use, bubble baths, surfactants, whatever. But I was saying, if you're just going to be putting, like, an oil in your bath and you want essential oils, please make sure that you have Natrasorb in there. Please, 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 please. Yeah, it looks like my chat is down. So that, I'm assuming, I don't know if that's me when I was messing with the settings when I started it up or what happened there, but not cool. Okay, now, this is what I do, the next step. And this is what I was just referring to as far as essential oils go. I'll get them both going, semi. This is my Natrasorb. I think I'm going to have to get more. So a nice little, generous tablespoon Natrasorb. I put it right in the middle. Okay, same with both. I put it right in the middle because that's where I'm going to be putting my essential oils, okay? Gloves will be going on shortly. So, I did 45 drops. This is what it worked out to be. I did 45 drops of, this is lemongrass essential oil. And it's such good. So actually, I don't know if it was 45 drops, about that, but I counted to 45, so. Another way you can tell, not so much just by counting, and I don't know if you guys can see this, I have, here, let me pick this up. If you can see, I have, like, look in this one. There's a little pile of Natrasorb in the center, the little fluff. Same with here. And I was dripping the fragrance into the Natrasorb. When you see it soaking up the oil like that, and it gets to where it's almost like little blobulars of, like, I don't know, just, I'm going to say dough, but you can tell that they've soaked up the oil, that's a good time to stop. Because it will hold, what is it, how many times? I can't remember how many times it's weighed in oil. So that's kind of a good indication. You want it to still be holding the oil, but not get mushy, if you know what I'm saying. Do not turn it into a liquid state. Just make it do its job. And use your nose. And I mean, you know, if I'm mixing this later and I find, okay, it doesn't really smell nearly as much as I want, go ahead and add a couple more. This is going to be in a lot of water. I'm assuming, you know, they're big bombs, so they're going to be full tub. At least I usually do a full tub when I have a bath. Alright, so for this, I'm putting on my gloves because I do not want any blue on anything, and I also don't want anything else in anything. My hair is up. Gloves on. It worked out to, what did I use yesterday for coloring? I mean, how many? Gotta remember that you use the same. If you're trying to make a batch of something, and you want it to be the same color all the time, make sure you use the same measurements. There it is. Okay. I used a half a teaspoon, but I ended up using 3 of them. 3 per batch, but this is that blue from Serafina. I find it's not as dark as the other lakes, so this is a lake. I'm just going to make sure you do them the same. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do the same in this one. 1. Wow. Now it's time to fill these again. Okay, so that's 3 in each one. Well, thank you guys for whoever is watching at the moment. I'm very thankful you're here. I'm very sorry that you guys can't comment, or at least I can't see you commenting if you are, which really sucks. I mean, it really sucks. Okay, so I'm going to work on, let's see, well, we'll mix the dries up anyways right now, because I got to get that Natrasorb mixed up. I want to get the lumps out as well too, but I want to mix the blue in really well, at least as best I can right now while it's dry. And that's another beauty is I'm using lakes, and you know that the lakes are spread there with the oil, right? So that's another beauteous thing about this. Don't have to bloom them, they will actually start blooming once the oil's mixed in. So, okay, now my hands are going in. Okay, make sure I do have all my mix in here, right? I did everything I was supposed to. It feels so soft. Okay, so we're gonna move this. Just trying to do that right this second. Are you my pop? Okay, so that one's aside. Got everything I need here. I'll have to get my embeds out in a second. So, right now, I'm going to end up using about half this oil. Like I said, it works great for both batches. And it does activate a wee bit, so you kind of do some, mix it in. Because it's going to activate a little bit. So that I need a little bit more than that. Well, actually, I think it's a bit more than that. And the rest is going in the other batch. So I just mix it around quick enough as I can so that it all doesn't, you know, make a big activated spot. Okay, now the hands go in, and this is where you can tell if you have enough. And you mix it. I wish I could lift that tablet up for you guys to see better, but... And this is the one thing, too, that's a bit different than any other bath bomb oil mix. I find with Turkey Red, if it feels like almost brown sugar or very close to brown sugar, it's perfect. And this one needs more. Yep. I may have to mix some more oil for the second batch, but that's okay. And if you had to, you could spray a spritz of oil, rubbing alcohol if you had to. Or hazel, but I just find with the hazel, with this stuff, it does and can get your bombs powdery. And we don't want that, especially for this. I want these to be good and hard. Solid. And you'll find too, it does go a little bit more damp the longer it sits. Like if you let this sit here just for a few minutes, it will get a little bit damper, which is good. Make sure you get it all up from the bottom. You don't want any of those little white pockets. This is feeling really good. Okay, let's get my pastry cutter back in there. I think we're good. Look at that. Manhandle. Remember what I said about manhandling? Okay, that's what we want. This is perfect mix. Now, so that you guys can see me do this in front, I think I'll do this in the front. So, I've got these embeds, which are my glitter or shimmer embed old balm parts that I kept specific for this. These are gold proper embeds. Let's move you back a tiny bit if I can. Don't you dare fall on anybody. Let's see, I need a small tray. Okay, I guess we'll use this one. What I used before are all covered in blue powder. Alright. So, there's the tray. Put my oil out of the way. Get my mold ready. Got my stamp ready. Right here. Oh yeah, I never told you guys that that's what I gotta do. And then I need my little embeds. So these are my little gold embeds. Now, I'll show you how the mix looks, okay? Can you guys hopefully see this? Let's see. Your mix, if you're stirring, or even if you're using, say, a stand mixer, you'll see it kind of clump to the sides, and you'll see that, like, watch, I'll use a spoon. It kind of keeps the shape, so you'll see it all falling in from the edge of your bowl. That's the perfect texture. Plus, like I said, if you can squeeze it and it holds good, you're good. If you feel it is starting to dry up a little bit, especially when, you're like me and you talk a lot, or I talk a lot, then you can spray a tiny bit more, or add a bit more oil, whatever. So anyways, let's put in some of those. Now, the embeds, what I like to do, which I'm sure you guys cannot see very good. I wonder if I can turn this around. Let's turn this around if I can. Okay, gonna turn around. Okay. So there it is. Okay. There's my, so I can show you how I put the embeds in. Take some out. Okay, so here's my embeds, okay? Come on, clear up. So I take one in the middle. Right there. I take another one here. Another one right here. And you see that? Then I take the really cool blue shimmery one, or whatever one you guys would like. I put it right there. Then I take the baby ones and I put a few on that end. Okay? Then we're gonna, trying to hold you guys still. No way anymore. Okay. Then you're gonna obviously have to push it in a bit because you want it to pack in around those embeds. That sounds like my son's home. Okay. And then we'll put some more on. Sorry. It's hard with one hand, guys. Give it a press. Now that's not enough because I have to put the mold in, so I have to top it up. I'll do that. I have to put you guys down to do that. Okay, and what I wanted to show you about the mix, remember what I said? Using a stand mixer or stirring it, and you'll notice that it falls in from the side, like, so I think it's getting dry on me. The size or the shape, it should keep the shape, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe drying out. I may have to add a bit more oil to this, but that's what you're looking for. You don't want to keep it light and fluffy when you're using it, but you want it to be able to do this no problem. Yeah, it is drying out. So I got to get some oil in here. I'll flip you around and we'll get moving. Okay. So yes. Just going to put a little bit more on this one here because like I said, I got to put the mold on it. So I pack it up a bit more. I give it a nice flat down, just like cement mixing. And I take my mold, make sure she's centered on there good, and I push it in. Yep, and it's not too bad at all. You see that? Now popping it out is another story, because we don't want to flatten it. So sometimes I'll flip it over and I'll do it on the bottom if it's not quite flat enough. But I'm just going to put the lid on it just to hold it nice and still, and then I slide it up. And I know you guys have seen me do this 1,000 times, so I'm sure you're probably bored. This really sucks because I was really hoping that you guys could actually chat and talk to me, but I don't know. I really don't know what happened with the chat button. When I signed up today, where'd my oil go? When I signed up today, it had settings, and I don't normally mess with the settings, but it had a spot that said settings, and it said allow chat or don't allow chat. So obviously I clicked the button that said allow chat, but it was weird because it had like a line through it that said no chat. And when I clicked it, it went to show that it was chat. So I'm thinking I might have accidentally turned off chat. So I know that for next time. Actually, that's very good. I might not have to add more. Just got it up from the bottom. So I was just thinking maybe next time I just don't mess with it, eh? But see, this sucks because I know there's questions and I can't answer you guys any questions because there's no chat. But I am going to add a bit more in here, so just so you know, yes, you can. Oh, I don't know, I was going to answer too. You guys may have seen videos on rebatching bath bombs, okay? This drives me freaking bonkers, okay? You know what, guys? Yeah, guess what? It can be done, okay? But let me just give you a couple pointers. These are just a couple pointers. I don't want to sound cocky, like I know what's what. But this I do know because I've done it enough times. When you see someone saying, oh yeah, you can rebatch your powdered bath bombs, just break them all up, add a bit of oil, and mold them. You know, add oil, spray some binder in there, and then mold them. Well, let me tell you what happens when you do that. Sure as shit, you can mold them, and sure as shit, they're going to look like a bath bomb. But if you ever seen a bath bomb, that when you get shaky because of this, if you ever seen a bath bomb, that when you just drop in the tub, it's like this ball of foam. And it doesn't even like spin, 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 or boogie around. It just sits there and goes. And it takes forever. There's no fizz. There's no nothing. Sure, it colors your water. Sure, it does whatever. That's a dud. Or a floating island, if you would like to call it that way. If you really, really, really want to rebatch your bath bomb, which to me is, I mean, why not just use it for dust and make a nice milk bath with it or whatever? That'll be another recipe topic I will cover one day on how to actually do a proper, you know, take your leftover powdered mix and make something out of it other than just fairy dust. If you're going to really seriously rebatch your bath bomb powder, the only thing that I can suggest is either, I mean, if you want to do the whole thing, usually if it's a full batch, I would take that batch and either divide it up in twos, which is a great idea. So you take half your bath bomb mix, put it in a bowl, but you are going to have to add more soda, more citric, more cream of tartar. You might need a little tiny bit of starch, but it probably not so much because it'll float anyways because of all the dryness and stuff before. And you're definitely going to need your oil. That will give you a little bit of life to your bath bombs, but don't expect it to be or perform like a brand new bath bomb. I mean, you're going to have to basically turn it into half a bath bomb mix, add all your new ingredients, and then, you know, maybe do some different ratio colors in it so that you got different ratios of citric to soda to give your bomb more of that boogie around, you know, just so that it works more like a bath bomb, okay? Because if you're going to try to rebatch a normal bath bomb that's busted up, it's not going to be a true bath bomb like you guys would think. It's just going to be a dud, basically. So, if anybody wants to see me do a video on how to actually rebatch, or not rebatch, on how to actually make something other than fairy dust with your bath bomb powders, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do that. I gotta get, you know, a couple bath bomb orders done before I can get on and start playing with other stuff. But I will definitely come on and show you guys how to make something different, okay? And on that note, since I have no chat, this is kind of defeating the purpose of why I wanted to come on. I will see if I can fix it, and we'll have to do this another day. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and, you know, I'm sorry for all the glitches and all the BS part at the beginning. Stuff happens, but I think I figured it out. So, on that note, guys, I will see you next time. And like I said, leave me the comments, suggestions, whatever. If you want to see me do that, you know, with the leftover mix and make something, or if you want me to make something else, just let me know, guys, alright? I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys, I guess, next time, okay? See you later.